So welcome to our event. Today we will be talking about many different opportunities to study abroad in many different countries, such as Germany, Italy, Romania, Bulgaria, Spain, France, Iceland. What other countries? And many others. You want to study abroad. It's a really, really fun time. We're just going to learn a lot of information. This is Jordan. He went to Iceland, and I asked him what his favorite part was.
I would definitely climb the mountain again. That was so much fun. And there was no actual trail up the mountain. We kind of just carved our own way up, and it was crazy. We went hiking, we went caving, we climbed mountains, we followed, I don't know, bears.
You followed bears.
There are no bears.
Alright, so sorry to disappoint you, but there really wasn't any bear tracking. But what he's trying to say was there was a lot of exercising. There's hiking and exploring, and you get to see a lot of cool sights. Then I asked him how much money did he expect to spend, and then how much money did he actually end up spending.
You're always going to spend more than you think you're going to spend. The currency differences was huge. It was like a couple thousand of their dollars to like 10 of our dollars, but everything cost like $30,000.
So basically, $5 will get you 10,000 of whatever Iceland's currency is. And that could probably buy you a beer. Woo! Yeah. Jordan said he only brought about $100 because most of his stuff was already paid for. And by most of the stuff, I mean meals.
While I was there, they took care of every single meal.
You didn't have to pay for the meals.
No, I didn't have to pay for a single meal.
But if you're like me, I bring a little bit more money because I like the bar scenes.
They actually have quite the crazy nightlife in the only city of Iceland. It's called Reykjavik. During the summer when we were there, it's light 100% of the time, all the time. So the bars were pretty crazy.
Don't let that be misleading because there's still a lot of learning to be done. This is my friend Spencer. He went to London and he really liked it. Hello! So what was your favorite part then?
The people, the other American students. I like the Brits alright, but there were like 200 American students in our group, and I met some really great people.
What was your whole financial situation when you were in London?
I think I had like $1,000, maybe a little bit more, and it ended up being exactly enough. By the time I got home, I think I had like just depleted my entire account and put money in to keep from overdrafting.
Would you recommend this trip to anybody else?
It was more play. I had like 2 papers to do and then a creative writing class, but it was much more play than work right before it was due. It was worthwhile. It was a month in a foreign country, and I had a really good time.
This is my friend Reed. He went to Scotland. I'm giving it all she's got. That's my Scottish accent. What was your whole money situation?
Well, we were told it was going to be $3,000 flat. Now, what we didn't know is that didn't include food. So we went there with probably like a couple hundred each for like souvenirs and sightseeing. And we were sorely mistaken. For about a month, I lived off of gas station sandwiches.
And what about your favorite part?
We, as in a few of my company partners, went on a Highland tour where we paid something like £75, and we went on a bus and just went all through like the big scenes, like stuff you see on a desktop. We got to see in person. We got to see Loch Ness, the Highlands, and everything, and it was unbelievable.
So would you say it's more work or play?
Early on, when we were trying to get the show rolling and everything, it was a lot of work. We always did 2 rehearsals a day, and we did the show in the mornings. And we only got 1 day off a week. So during those hours, it was all work, it was all business, it was very professional, but in between and at night and on one day we had off, we made the most of it.
Next, we're going to hear from my friend Les, who visited Hong Kong. Woo! Aww. So I'll ask you the same question. What was your favorite part?
Being in a place where nobody really spoke very much English and everything was so foreign and unfamiliar, because it was really challenging, especially in the ways that are necessary to be challenged for a social worker, and that's my major, is social work. So that was my favorite part.
Do you feel you had enough money when you were there?
Probably would have liked to have more. The ratio is $1 American dollar to 7.7 Hong Kong dollars, and then the but things also cost, like a soda costs 20 Hong Kong dollars. So when you figure it, I mean, it's about the same. It's just that some things, like the clothes and all the souvenir type stuff that you want to buy and bring home for family and stuff, that's really cheap because they had a lot of markets and type, things like that. So I had enough money. I didn't struggle with saving it or anything. I got a tattoo while I was there, which was 500 Hong Kong dollars, and I still had enough money to buy food and all that stuff.
Did you have to do more work, or was there a lot more downtime?
Play than work. It was the first time that the school went, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but there were also some hang-ups, like this one day everyone just ended up being really sick except for me and my roommate, so nobody made it to this one agency. We had a lot of scheduled things to do, but they were fun. So I guess it depends on how into the subject you are. I'm really into what I do, and I'm really into why we were there. So I had more fun than I felt like anything was a pain.
Would you recommend this to anybody else?
Yeah, and especially if you're going to go somewhere like Hong Kong, because you'll never go to a place like that for that little money again. And it's not that it was cheap, because it was expensive, but we spent 3 weeks there. Housing was paid for, a meal a day was paid for, and we were allotted 70 Hong Kong dollars a day for the entire time we were there, and the whole trip cost $3,500.
So there you have it. Straight from the mouth of people who actually experience these trips. We're going to have a couple speakers talking about their experiences. I know Jordan from Iceland is going to talk about his, so if you guys have any questions like that, feel free to ask him and they can hook you up. Peace!